Hey, this is Chris with Rekkid Talk, and so in this video, this is sort of killing two birds with one stone. So there are a few threads that are going around, and I haven't done any of them. And so in this video, I'm actually basically going to combine two threads together. So there's the Days of the Week thread started by Christian, CGC Vinyl. So the idea is you're going to show 7 records. One of them is going to feature each day of the week. It's actually somewhat similar to, I've been doing the once a month, I've been doing a video about every month of the year that features the local H album 12 Angry Months that had a song devoted to every month. I don't have an album with a song devoted to every week. And then there's also Spins Vinyl. A guy named Jason has one where he wants you to go back and show one record per decade. I'll tell you, Jason, right now that I'm not taking the part about picking the albums that you would want to hear for the rest of your life necessarily seriously, because I'm more working to find stuff where I'm going to end up showing 7 records, where each record fulfills one decade and one day of the week. My decades are going to go from the 1960s up to the 2020s. So let's get right into it and start showing some records. And so the first record I'm going to show, we're going to start with Sunday. So this is Local H's Quarantine Mixtape. And the song Ugly Sunday by Mark Lanigan. So you can see this is a covers record. So Mark Lanigan, you would know him from Screaming Trees, working with Queens of the Stone Age. His solo career, he did pass away around a year ago or so. So Ugly Sunday was a song that he did on a solo record back in the early 90s. You might know it from the famous Sub Pop compilation, The Grunge Years. So we got Sunday and the 2020s taken care of. Next, we're going to do Monday, and so we're going to do a CD, Government Mule by A Thread. The 4th song on this album is called Monday Morning Meltdown. Morning as in grieving, as opposed to a time of day. And so, of course, you're mainly known for, of course, Warren Haynes. Broke Down on the Brazos. The first song is really cool with Billy Gibbons from ZZ Top. And so this album came out in 2009. So we're going to have the 2000s as our decade and the day of the week being Monday. Next, we're going to do Tuesday. So Christian already did the Tuesday Afternoon song by the Moody Blues. But I'm also going to stick in the 1960s. The Rolling Stones song, Ruby Tuesday. The only physical format I happen to have the song Ruby Tuesday on is on the Hot Rocks compilation that I bought for $15 last year's Walmart Black Friday. And if I remember right, Ruby Tuesday is the second to the last song on side 2 of this double album. That's going to be probably my most well-known, obvious sort of choice that I'm going to make. Wednesday, we are going to use an album by Charles Mingus, Me, Myself, and I. So this album came out in 1979. The song that we are featuring is Wednesday Night Prayer Meeting. And sort of the deal of this album was that this was recorded in 1978. Sort of the last year of Charles's life. He was already sick with ALS. He was unable to actually perform and play bass by then. These were compositions of his, and he was present during the recording session. So the song Wednesday Night Prayer Meeting featured Jack Walrath, Randy Brecker, Ricky Ford, Michael Brecker, Larry Coryell, and Eddie Gomez. So these last few Mingus albums, when he was too sick to actually perform, were basically sort of him sort of guiding others in his music. So that's the decade is the 1970s there. So Thursday, we're going to do some Morphine Cure for Pain. And there's a song on here. It's the first song on side B, another double album here. The song is simply called Thursday, and this Cure for Pain album came out in 1994, so there's our decade for Thursday, the 1990s. Of course, this was a great project. The late Mark Sandman with his bass, baritone saxophone, or sorry, Dana Colley was the baritone saxophone player. Mark Sandman was the singer and bass player, and he's the one who passed away from this band Morphine. Friday. So there's probably lots of famous Friday songs. I'm going to pick one that's probably not one of the famous Friday songs. So this is Krungbin, Con Todo El Mundo. This is their album from 2018. So you know, sort of this Thai funk soul band. The print on this one's very hard to read, but the final song on the album is called Friday Morning. This album came out 5 years ago in the year 2018. So this album is featuring the 2010s. So if you've been paying attention, you know which decade is left and which day of the week. So of course we have Saturday left. Of course, the obvious Saturday Night Fever. We've already used up the 1970s. So I'm not going to be showing Saturday Night Fever. And in fact, the decade that I haven't used yet is the 1980s. So let's use a single from the 1980s, Dead Kennedys. So the A side was Halloween. The B side was Saturday Night Holocaust. Of course, with politically charged and not particularly happy lyrics. It's not a party jam. It's not like Saturday Night Fever. It's not Staying Alive. But you can see there, Saturday Night Live, Saturday Night Holocaust, words by Jello Biafra, music by the Dead Kennedys band, Virus 28.